What's up, guys? What's going on? All right, hold on. What's up, steppers? So first thing first, got a big announcement. I'm gonna go ahead and put the link in the chat room right here. But you can go ahead and join the Discord community. So we now have a Discord community, United Steppers, and I'm gonna put the link in the chat room right here. Check it out, and if you got any questions, just chat with me on Discord. All right. And I'm gonna put the link in. Okay, and I like to first have an introduction here. So today we're gonna, you can actually, I'll get into things, but you'll be able to call in today. But our schedule today looks like um, our schedule today will be, I'm going to do an intro first, and then we'll go to a reminder of the previous first 8 seconds episode that we did last week, just to freshen up. And then my time is yours. If you call in, then great. If not, then, I believe this episode will be about 30 minutes at the max if you guys are calling in. So if you're calling in, I'm here. Comments, I'm here to answer them. But let's go ahead and get into the intro. So first, guys, your routine defines who you are more than you do, right? So your routine defines you more than you do. When I look back on my whole journey and just even to this present moment, certain things, certain events, certain circumstances that I've come across been really less about me, myself. It's been more about the fact of my routine, the fact that I've stuck to a routine, just having a routine planned out and just being like, okay, I'm going to call from this time to this time, this amount of people. Just doing that and staying committed to the routine led me to different opportunities. So the same is true for you. Find a routine. If you don't have a routine, whatever it is with whatever you're doing, if you don't have a routine, then you most likely aren't going somewhere, right? And if you aren't going nowhere, then you're probably just going back and forth in circles. So have a routine. It'll get you from point A to point B because you'll stay committed to the routine even when you aren't sure about the last point B, right? You'll stay committed to the routine. The routine is the journey. Fully focus on the steps, right? All right. And let's also talk about, why do you work for money? Is it for the money or is it for the experience that you're after, right? Is the money or the experience that you're after? Money in and of itself, if you're just, working for money, whatever your reason may be, the reason why you want to get clear on why you are doing it is because when you get tired of doing what you're doing before your means of money, you'll always go back to your purpose. And not only that, you'll be able to find other things, other endeavors that aligns with your overall purpose. So whatever it is for you in your life, just try to get clear on why you want money. And if it's for an experience that you're after, then you'll be able to, properly be able to gauge that experience and how much, money and what it takes to get that amount of money. Is it worth the experience? Things like that. You feel me? All right. So let's go ahead and get into it, guys. Last week, the first 8 seconds was what we discussed. Give me 1 second here. All right, last week is the first 8 seconds is what we discussed, and the first one to start off was a no answer, right? So if they don't answer, you go straight to the voicemail, and the voicemail, guys, is really straight and forward. If you have a pen and paper, go ahead and write it down. But if you don't have a pen and paper and you like to learn the voicemail, I go more in depth inside the actual course itself, which you can find in the description. But a quick overview of the voicemail. All you want to say is your name, your company name, why you're calling, and your callback number. That's very simple. That's what you want to say. All right. The next possible, someone can say is, hello, this is a non-answer. And if it is a non-answer, you'll say, hey, non-owner, is owner available? So, hey, this is non-owner is what the person who answers the phone will say. And you'll say, hey, non-owner, is owner available? and then you'll suggest that they relay the message to the actual owner. Another option, third option, spouse answers. So if the spouse answers, then you say, hey, Mr., Mrs. Blank, this is you. And you'll say, what you have to offer. The next one is quiet or hello. So if you just hear hello, you respond with hello, owner, this is blank. This is called the assumption method. So you just assume that you're speaking with the actual owner, even though it may not be. Then we have the quietness. So the quietness method is going to be the person who picks up the phone. They're not going to say anything. If they're not saying anything, this leads you to say hello, owner, as in a question. So it's quiet. You say hello, owner. They'll say yes. Typically they say yes just from hearing their name. They'll respond to it. And then we have hello, this is owner. So when they say hello, this is owner, being the actual owner who answers, then you will go ahead and say, hey, owner, this is you from your company calling about blank property, and you'll ask them your questions. That's it, guys. First 8 seconds. From here, boom, there it is. Is it showing up? There should be a number popping up. Let me see. No, it's not showing up. Well, for anybody watching this on the playback, I'm trying to pop up this number on the screen. It's not working, but I'll tell you this. I'll go ahead and put this number, and I'll work on that. My apologies for you guys tuning in. 601-488-2957. 601-488-2957. All right, guys. So for anybody that's here right now, if you want to call in, we can make that happen. I gotta get my phone. You guys can call in, and we'll do the first 8 seconds. The first 8 seconds, you will have to, maneuver through those first 8 seconds. You'll call in. I'll be the seller, and you'll be the potential buyer. Potential buyer. And for you guys watching this on the playback, you know what's up. We're doing callbacks and such. Be sure to be here on time at 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Wednesdays. Although we won't be here next Wednesday. Just a little PSA. All right, guys. Call in. I'm all yours. Call in. And we're at about 9:30 minutes. I'm expecting somebody to call in. I did set a goal of having one person call in today. A little modest, I know. But I was really, excited to have one person call in. So come on, y'all, call in. And I guess behind that, while I have your guys' attention who may be here watching this on the playback, whenever you're watching this, for the first 8 seconds, the reason why I really even feel like it's important to go into is because that's when you really capture their attention. You've probably heard it from salespeople before, if you into that kind of thing, or if seen people discuss sales tactics. You've probably heard the first 5 seconds, first 3 seconds. All of these things are important, right? And I really feel like the first 8 seconds, just, that's something that I say, but within those first 8 seconds, you are able to establish interest to see if they're even interested in speaking to you, right? That's the first thing. If they're even interested in speaking to you, and also if they're interested in selling. You're able to figure that out within the first 8 seconds. If they aren't interested in speaking with you, then you have to figure out, is it because of you, or is it because it's not the right time for them? What is it ultimately, right? Because when you figure out the ultimate reason, and you have to figure this all out within 8 seconds, and it's not that it's like difficult to figure out, especially once you get the hang of it, it kind of just comes naturally. So when you figure out, within these first 8 seconds, if they are not interested in speaking with you, why is it? Is it because it's them or it's you, right? If it's them, then great. If it's you, then okay, you'll be good. The reason you'll be good is because you're probably not alone, and then also there's nothing you can do about it. Keep plugging this computer up. 1 second, guys. There's nothing you can do about it. And if there's nothing that you can do about it, as far as them speaking to you, then move on to the next person. That's when it comes to abundance mindset. That's why the first thing that we started off with is the abundance mindset. And again, I dive more in detail with this in the course. I go way more in detail, but I just feel the need to express to you why the first 8 seconds is even important, and also why the voicemails are important. And if you guessed it, you're probably right. Voicemails is what we'll cover on the next segment of Cold Call to Success Live. So we'll be able to cover that. But the main thing, guys, again, you within these first 8 seconds, you'll be able to establish interest. Are they interested in speaking with you? If they're not interested in speaking with you, is it because of you or is it because of them, right? And also you'll be able to figure out if they're interested in selling the property. So that's really all you need within these first 8 seconds. That's really all you need. Within 8 seconds, it'll save you so much time. And if they're not interested in speaking with you, if it's because of you, so be it. Move on to somebody else. Do not try to change their mind. It's too many people in the world, too many deals in the world, too many properties, too many opportunities to try to change someone's mind who don't want to do business with you. I know it hurts, It hurts a little bit when somebody don't want to work with you for whatever reason. Only if you let it hurt, especially, I guess, in the beginning. But at the same time, once you keep going, you realize that it's part of the process. And when you get people to even answer the phone, and when you get people to, when you leave voicemails and you get a call back, and when you get these little things, you have to celebrate all these little milestones on your journey. If it's with, real estate cold calling, you have to celebrate these things because they is what will lead you to getting a deal. And depending on how far you think in the future, it'll lead you to wherever you're looking to go. So celebrate your little achievements as well. That's just on another topic, on another subject. In order for you to get wherever you want to go, you got to first take that first step, and you got to take the one after that, and then the one after that, and then the one after that. In order for you to keep taking those steps, you got to love every step in the process. And don't switch up. All right, guys. So I'm here for another 5 minutes, 6 minutes. It'll be a 20-minute show if nobody get on here. Come on now, hop on here. Time tells all, and today is March 2nd. Yeah, time tells all. You guys are going to want to get on here, right? So just get on here now. That way you don't look back on here and be like, dang, I wish I was on there, So get on here now. Hit me up. Come through. All right. Well, I'm not going to just keep it silent for the next 5 minutes. So, I'll tell you guys something interesting that happened to me today. I ain't gonna talk about that. Get on here. I ain't gonna talk about that. I'll tell you guys something interesting. Well, for my people watching this on the playback, I gotta do it for y'all. for you guys watching this on the playback, what are you eating for dinner tonight? No, seriously. For you watching this on the playback, I guess one thing I would recommend for you to do, if you for some reason stayed this long in this video, one thing I recommend for you to do, just one thing, that I'm grateful that I started doing, and that I won't even say I wish I got into earlier, because it happened when it was supposed to happen, and when it happened, it really changed my perspective on life, internally and externally. It changed how I view life, and it changed what was in my life, right? And that little one thing, I really would just faithfully, if you could do this one thing, I think you will make the world a better place. I know you will. That one thing is read. Whether it's reading, I'm speaking on books that self-help books, or even books. I'm not really much of a fiction guy, but I can't really oppose fiction, because there's so much to draw from it if you are that type of person, to draw from just the story itself, not so much the scene and all that, right? Not so much the fictional stuff, but the story and the theme of the story. Read though. So I really would recommend you guys reading. I guess I'll just give you one book that just changed my life in the beginning of my journey, that really just changed everything. It's called Not Asking It Is Given. It's by Lawrence Overstroll. And it's called it's not Letting Go, but Letting Go is a good book too. It's a really good book. It was one of the first books that I listened to, and it just speaks about faith. It speaks about the importance of faith, and I'm going to end it how we kind of started it. Faith is the essential element, guys. Man, where is the name of this book? Let me see something. Lauren Stroblinor book. Faith. Faith book. Guys, man, you know what? It's a good book. It's wild I can't find it. But it was one of the first books that I read that taught me about faith, and that's the prime thing I want you guys to know. The first book that I read that really made me understand the importance of faith, how it can really grow you. It's the element that changes, that either makes or break you, basically. Makes or break you and your vision. So have faith in every call. When you're picking up the phone and you're calling in, make sure that these people, feel that you actually have faith in what you're doing. That's what I'm gonna leave you guys with. I think that is I think I've said enough, and I really feel like if you don't get it now, then you won't ever get it. Faith is the element. Believe in what you're doing. Believe in your process. People feel if you don't believe it. If you don't believe it, watch it there. All right, guys. Until next time, as always, we got about a minute left here, so I'm going to just kick it for a second. But I say get to stepping, and get to stepping, guys, is so much more than a saying. That's how I live my life. You could either sit back and you could wait for things to come to you, or you can get up and you can meet the universe halfway. I believe, that's partially what luck is. Luck happens to people that are in motion. It's barely somebody sitting on the couch that's saying they got lucky finding $100. You feel me? So get up, get in motion, get to stepping, and I'm going to be out of here. For the people that viewed, I appreciate you guys tuning in. For the people that's on the playback, I appreciate you guys tuning in as well. If you don't do anything, make sure you join our Discord community, United Steppers. Guys, all of us together in the community where we're able to chat instantaneously. That's enough said. Hit me up in United Steppers Discord server. I'll see you in there. Until next time, You know what to do.